You're just not enough for me. For a gorgeous woman like me who's all prepped to be a perfect wife, only a tall, high-income, high-education prince like Hottie will do. What a coincidence!
Huh? Chica. My name is Yuki Tsurumori. I got hooked on writing scripts after joining the drama club in college. And after graduation, I decided to pursue the path of a scriptwriter as a fourth-year university student. I want to properly learn the basics first. I've been self-taught until now. It's not easy, but even so, the strong desire to challenge myself pushed me forward.
Yuki!
Calling my name and running over to me is Hanashima Chika. We're in different departments, but we met at last year's school festival and have been dating since. Chika, wanna go cafe hopping again this weekend?
Sure! I want to go to that place that's trending on Lovesta.
From the start, she was beautiful and down-to-earth girlfriend. And on top of that, she worked hard to look good for me. Even learned to cook for me. She was truly hardworking. Wanted to be a man worthy of her, I learned to cook, practice escorting, and even brush up on table manners I never paid attention to before. But
Yuki, let's break up.
right before graduation, she suddenly told me she wanted to break up. What's going on? Did I do something wrong?
No, that's not it. You see, I realized something. I was working hard to become a woman worthy of you, but at some point I thought, wow, I've become such an amazing woman.
Yeah.
So, I think there's probably a guy out there who's even more suited for me.
The expression on her face wasn't one I remembered from the girl I knew.
Sure, Yuki. Your cooking is delicious and your escorting is great. But honestly, if we're talking light and dark, you're on the dark side. And you're not even that tall, right? In short, you're just not enough for me. For a gorgeous woman like me who's all prepped to be a perfect wife, only a tall, high-income, high-education prince like Hottie will do.
I realized then, the girl I had imagined a future with was no longer here. Got it. If that's how you feel. And just like that, I broke up with a girlfriend I'd been with for a little over a year. The words, "You were prettier before all this," I swallowed as a final bit of kindness. And maybe a tiny jab. Hey, Obikawa-san.
Oh, Yuki-kun. How's it going?
4 years later, I was now steadily making my way as a scriptwriter. Not bad, I guess.
Haha, sure. Today's a special day, isn't it?
This is my go-to cafe, and he's Obikawa-san, the owner.
How's the writing coming along?
I've been pulling all-nighters.
Oh boy, that sounds rough. You're a hit writer now, after all.
It's all thanks to you and everyone around me, Obikawa-san. Really, I'm grateful.
It's a good thing to have a heart full of gratitude. It shows you're trying to be kind to others. I've got a friend who also values kindness. He's someone I look up to myself.
Sounds like a great friend.
Yeah, I meet up with him pretty often. Maybe I'll invite him for drinks next week.
Just as we were chatting, the door opened, and there she was.
What a coincidence.
Huh? Chika. It was Chika, whom I hadn't seen since we broke up 4 years ago. I froze in surprise.
You know her, Yuki-kun?
She's actually my ex. Do you know her too, Obikawa-san?
She's been lurking around the shop lately. Maybe she's been waiting for you?
No way. I mean, she's the one who dumped me.
Hey, no one's seating me?
My apologies then.
It's fine. There's a spot next to Yuki, so I'll sit there. Honestly, this old-fashioned place.
Well, I'll bring you some water.
You have coffee, right? Just bring me whatever.
Understood. I'll prepare a house blend.
Why are you here?
No reason. I just happened to walk in and saw you. Maybe it's fate.
Really? That was obviously a lie. Back when we were dating, she never really liked these retro cafes. I doubt her tastes have changed much, and I can't imagine her choosing this place herself. Was she really waiting for me here? But why? To get back together? No way.
Here's your coffee and a side of pickles.
What is this? A beef fold joint? I don't need pickles. It's supposed to be milk and sugar.
And here's the red ginger.
Again? This isn't a beef bowl place. Old man, just zip it, will you? Sheesh. Anyway, Yuki, I hear your script writing career is going well. Back in college, I always thought you might have talent, you know?
But Chica, you never ever read my scripts, did you?
Was that so? Well, still, I always thought you were talented. Hey, that movie that got popular was super entertaining. What was the name again? The flower in the title. What was it called?
Nameless Flower. It has no name. Did you actually watch it?
I did. It was hilarious, moving, a total emotional roller coaster.
Wow, shallow comment. So, Chica, how about you? Still at Araishi Foods?
Of course. I mean, who else but me could land a job at such a big name company?
Right. After graduating, Chica got a job at Araishi Foods, a huge corporation. I remember how much she bragged about it once she got the offer.
And now I'm already a team lead. At 26, I'm the youngest in Arishi Foods history to make team lead.
Really? That's impressive.
Not many people can say they're dating someone on the fast track at a big company, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Not sure though.
Oh, and I was almost picked as a model for one of the commercials.
Really?
Well, in the end, I let Maki Tomonaga have it.
Maki Tomonaga is a popular actress who's been in commercials, dramas, and movies.
She's pretty, though not as much as me.
Well, I guess so.
The president actually said, I want Hanashima-san, but I thought it'd be better to let a celebrity have the stage.
Huh? I had my thoughts, but for now, I just kept listening.
So, if you cozy up to me now, you might get some nice perks, you know. Who knows? Maybe I'll make my celebrity debut and star in one of your scripts. I'm pretty popular at the company. The president even said he's more of a fan of mine than Maki Tomonaga.
Oh, about that Maki Tomonaga? Just as I was about to speak, the phone I'd left on the table started ringing. Looked like a call was coming in. Sorry, I need to take this.
Here's your water.
Now? Took you long enough.
Leaving Chica snapping at Obikawa across the counter, I answered the phone. Hello?
Yu-kun, are you already at the cafe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'll head over now.
Sure. Take your time getting here if you can.
Take my time? Why? Hey, who's that? A girl?
Well, yeah. I'm on the phone, so cut it out.
A girl, huh? Knowing you, you're probably dating some plain country girl, right? Drop her already.
Suddenly, Chica spoke loudly. I hastily covered the phone, but it was too late. Hey, you didn't have to say that so loud.
What was that just now?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a little mess here. I'll call you back, sorry. I quickly hung up. Hey, you didn't have to say that so loud. What if she overheard?
Oops. Was my voice that loud? Didn't mean to. Maybe my true feelings slipped out. I've always been bad at hiding them, you know?
She says that, but it was obviously on purpose. I wanted to snap at her, but I knew it was pointless. When in against the hassle, I swallowed my words. How long are you planning to stay here? Didn't you have work?
What are you talking about? I cleared my schedule for today. Hey, forget that country girl and go out with me again, won't you?
Huh? What are you saying? Weren't you the one who said I wasn't good enough for you?
Well, that was what I thought at the time, but I guess you're the best after all.
I see. Well, sorry, but I'm turning you down. I never said it before, but I actually thought you were prettier back then.
Don't say that. Look, Yuki, you're handsome and amazing, you know? Your career's going great, right? And you're perfect with cooking, escorting, and table manners. I realized you're actually a dream guy. So yeah, I think we're meant to be after all.
Well, yeah. I did try to be the kind of guy who'd suit you back then. But I'll say it again. I'm turning you down. I'm not interested in someone who dumped me saying I wasn't good enough, only to come crawling back. More than anything, I'm already with someone else.
What? Come on! You're bored with that country girl, right?
Hey, you've been calling her country girl over and over.
Besides, I'm way cuter, right? Plus, I'm the youngest team lead, a career woman, and more popular than most actors. There's no girl out there as perfect as me, right? Okay, now that's settled. Let's ditch this old-fashioned place. I'll cover the bill, no worries.
Hey, wait!
Ma'am, please don't cause a disturbance.
I realized I'd have to physically push her away, even if it risked hurting her. Just as I braced myself for that,
Huh? You-kun?
the cafe door swung open, and in walked my girlfriend. Mackie, stay outside for a second, it's dangerous.
Huh? Maki? Huh? Wait a second. Are you Maki Tomonaga?
Yes, the person I was waiting for here was none other than the actress Maki Tomonaga.
Well, why is the real Maki Tomonaga here? Hi there. You-kun, heading somewhere?
No, not really. I just ran into my ex from college, and I got messy. By the way, I heard she's the youngest team lead at Araishi Foods. Do you know her?
Huh? Youngest team lead? I actually met the Araishi Foods president and a team lead once. They said that person was the youngest team lead.
So, it was a lie.
No, that's...
And that thinks about giving up the Araishi Foods commercial to Maki.
Huh? Giving up? I heard from the president they wanted to cast me from the start. They said they'd be dying to do a CM with me.
So the president's fan wasn't Chika, but Maki. Well, I wondered why they'd use a random person. What a ridiculous lie.
That was just, a misunderstanding, or mixed up info. Not like I meant to lie. Anyway, wait. You two know each other?
Know each other? We're dating. She's my girlfriend, and, well, actually now.
Girlfriend? Maki Tomonaga's your girlfriend? Then the person you were on the phone with just now. Hey, Yukun? Was the person you were on the phone with just now this lady?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Nice to meet you, country girl. I'm Maki Tomonaga. Well, that was, Sorry. It's just, that's the first time in this job I've ever been called a country girl, so I was a bit surprised. By the way, what exactly do you mean by country girl? No, it's not a bad thing, really. I mean...
Looks like she heard everything. Turns out actresses are scary when they get angry.
What is this? This wasn't supposed to happen.
Thanks for waiting. Here's your beef bowl.
Beef bowl? That's real? Why now of all times?
Here's milk and sugar for your preference.
I wanted that with my coffee. What are you, some kind of clown? Still the same as ever, Obikawa-san.
Maki-chan, welcome.
Hello, Obikawa-san.
Wow, it's amazing to have a popular actress and hit scriptwriter gathered in my little shop.
Come on now, Obikawa-san. You've been knowing us since before we got famous.
Exactly. This is where I first met Yukun.
I'll keep coming by like usual.
What is this? You're all having fun leaving me out? So annoying, so annoying! Wait.
Suddenly, I heard the sound of a camera next to us. I turned to see Chika aiming her phone camera at us. Hey, what are you doing?
Come on, it's fine, right? You're a cute couple, aren't you?
Hey, cut it out! Don't take pictures without permission. No matter how much I protested, the shutter sound kept going from Chika's phone.
Look. As expected of today's hottest couple, right? Such clear shots. I mean, why not let more people see this photo? Let's have tons of people celebrate you too.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm saying... I'm going to take this photo to a tabloid and get you two in a hot scoop. That's what I'm saying.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. Don't you think it'll make a great article? You think so too, right, country girl? Well, what now? If you both get on your knees and beg, maybe I'll forgive you.
Chika's momentum was only increasing. And no matter what we said, it would just pour oil on the fire. Meanwhile, Maki and I were as calm as if watching a peaceful river flow.
Hey, are you really serious about that?
Chika, are you seriously going to send it? I think you might want to rethink that revenge play.
Too late for that. I'll send the data to a tabloid right away. So, what'll it be? Want to show me a good old kneel and beg? Well then, yeah.
Yeah, if it'll make her happy, go ahead and send it. I mean, it's not really a problem.
What? Are you two insane? If this gets out, it'll be a huge scandal, you know?
Yeah, no problem. Because just earlier, we already sent out the announcement.
About our marriage. What? Marriage?
Yep. Actually, just earlier today, we registered our marriage. After that, Maki had some errands to run. And I came here ahead to tell Obikawa-san the news. So there's no hot scoop to break. And even if you send the photo, it won't make much of a story.
Then I'll just track down where you two live and expose it. Yuki, I'll post online about what a terrible boyfriend you were.
Hey, that's enough already.
Hey, miss. You're an Araishi Foods employee, right?
So what?
How's Yoshiko-chan doing?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, old man.
Oh, you don't? but you should know.
I said I don't. Who's this Yoshi-chan?
Still, that guy's the one running the company, right? Yoshiro Takimoto.
Huh?
Yoshiro Takimoto? I didn't recognize the name, but Chika was clearly going pale.
He's the president of Araishi Foods. I've known him since we were kids.
What? Obikawa-san? You know the president of Araishi Foods? I had no idea.
He's the one who connected me to the CM, you know. Didn't I tell you, Yukun?
First I'm hearing of this.
No way. This old man's the president's childhood friend?
He's always been someone who valued kindness. Wasn't that part of the company's motto? Discipline yourself, show kindness to others, wasn't it?
Someone who values kindness. Hearing that, I finally realized. Ah, the friend Obikawa-san mentioned who values kindness. He was talking about the president of Araishi Foods.
So, miss, you sure you were saying some wild things earlier? Is that what people at Yoshi-chan's company are like? Forcing people to kneel and apologize? Is that what Araishi Foods employees do? That can be. He'd never stand for an employee like that in his company. Should I tell Yoshi-chan that someone from his company came to my cafe, caused a huge scene and left?
I'm so sorry.
And with that, Chika gave a frantic apology and bolted out of the cafe. Later, thanks to Obikawa-san, the president of Araishi Food found out about the incident.
From now on, I'll be personally keeping an eye on you. If you do anything strange, be ready.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
After getting a harsh scolding, Chika's arrogant attitude and behavior reportedly toned down. Even when she tried to get a new boyfriend, she kept comparing them to me, and it always fell apart.
Yuki used to escort me perfectly. He made such delicious food.
The things I did trying to be a better boyfriend ended up tormenting her later. For someone who dumped me saying I was beneath her, that's pretty satisfying. Meanwhile, news of my and Maki's wedding spread across every media outlet. And for a while, the public was in celebration mode. On top of that, we got contacted by a film production company saying they wanted to make a movie using one of my scripts, starring Maki Tomonaga.
It's pretty rare, right? A husband and wife working together on a film?
Yeah, that's why I definitely want to do it, since it's such a rare opportunity. We both agreed without hesitation.
Amazing! Another movie gig? You're on fire!
I wouldn't have gotten any of these jobs on my own. It's all thanks to the people around me.
Yuki-kun, you are really humble. Truly a super darling.
Thanks. My wife is a nationally beloved actress. But even if she were just an unknown ordinary woman, I know I'd still keep working hard to be someone worthy of her. Because to me, she's the most precious person in the entire world.
I'm sorry, Yuki. I've decided to date Kitachi.
Looks like she has more fun with me. Pretty pathetic for the #1 salesperson, isn't it?
I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but how am I supposed to concentrate on work in this situation? Huh?
He's #1 in sales again?
Ninose, I can hear you. My name is Yuki Kazusa. I'm a 28-year-old supervisor in the sales department of an advertising agency called Urban Promote. And he's Ninose Kitaji. He's 2 years younger than me and joined our company as a mid-career hire 6 months ago, making him my subordinate. In a company with only 50 employees and 10 salespeople, getting transferred because of a bad relationship is pretty much impossible, so we were stuck glaring at each other day after day. That kind of attitude shows in your sales. Please learn some basic professional etiquette. I'm sorry. He doesn't look convinced. He acts normal around everyone else and does his job, so I'm just keeping an eye on him for now. I heard that at his previous company, Ninose was a top salesperson, even outperforming his superiors. He came here seeking better compensation. His track record is solid. He put his natural sales skills to work and climbed to the number 2 spot within 6 months. Unfortunately for him, I was the immovable number 1. In other words, his sales performance has hit a ceiling at 2nd place, and he resents me for being the reason. He probably thought he could be number 1 here too. I'm sure he's working hard, but that's no excuse for his snide remarks.
Kotoko, working hard today?
Hey, you're too close.
It would have been fine if I could just maintain a civil relationship with Ninose, but... To make matters worse, my girlfriend, Kotoka Kawai, is good friends with Ninose from high school. I heard they were just friends back then, but as soon as he found out she was my girlfriend, he started acting like this every single day. Hey, Kotoka, I know it can't be helped at work, but it's complicated for me to see you being so close to other guys. Kotoka is in the creative department at her company. As a designer, she needs to work closely with my sales team. We grew closer through frequent work collaborations and successful projects, and 2 years ago, I confessed my feelings to her. That's how we started dating. I want you to have fun at your upcoming class reunion, of course, but please be careful.
Of course, I understand.
Although I didn't stop her from seeing Ninose, I was anxious. Still, I believe she understood. Or so I thought.
I'm sorry, Yuki. I've decided to date Kitachi.
My worst fears came true. It seems my words meant nothing to her.
Looks like she has more fun with me. Pretty pathetic for the number 1 salesperson, isn't it?
The class reunion was so much fun. It felt like we were back in high school. So that's how it is. It was fun while it lasted.
I sent her off to the reunion with a sense of dread, and on the Monday after, I found out Ninose had stolen Kotoka from me.
Kitachi, I finished the design proposal you mentioned. Could you take a look?
Wow, you're amazing, Kotoka. Your sense of style is the best. Let's show this proposal to the client.
Thank you. It makes it all worthwhile when you say that.
From that day on, both Kotoka and Ninose were on a roll. Their behavior was much more blatant than when she was with me, so much so that even her colleagues were frowning. Are they doing this on purpose so I can hear them? Keep it professional at the workplace. Their sickeningly sweet voices are grating on my ears. I have to work with them, so it's unavoidable, but I'm getting fed up with their obvious ulterior motives. Ugh, I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but how am I supposed to concentrate on work in this situation? Huh? A new email popped up on my personal phone. The sender was Innovate Communications. They're a major integrated advertising agency with 1,000 employees and an annual revenue of 80 billion yen. I've even done business with them a few times. What? A headhunting offer from a major company? My career had already hit a ceiling at my current company, so I've been thinking about moving to a bigger one anyway. I remember how everyone I worked with at Innovate Communications was sincere and quick-witted. It was no wonder the company was growing. I can't work productively in this environment, and more importantly, a career opportunity like this is rare. So I contacted them. After carefully preparing, I went through several interviews, feeling nervous the whole time. After receiving a job offer, I told my boss and the CEO that I was leaving for career advancement and expressed my gratitude. They were sad to see me go, but supported my decision, so I left on good terms. Yes, likewise. I successfully transferred to Innovate Communications and was assigned to the digital division of the sales department, which has about 80 people. After greeting the HR manager, I headed to my new department and...
Oh, Yuki. It's been a while.
You're Yuika? It's been a while. She's Yuka Ogawa. We had met a few times when I was at my previous company. I remember that the gentle 26-year-old woman was also in the digital sales division.
I can't believe you actually came. When I heard you'd be working here starting today, I was so excited. You have excellent sales skills, and I realized how reliable you are when we worked together before.
You're making me blush. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Yes, I'm looking forward to working with you.
Feeling a bit bashful, I began my training and started working in the digital sales division. Alright, this is my chance to test my abilities. I'm gonna get results no matter what. And so 3 months have passed since that hopeful start.
Yuki, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Tonight, Yuka invited me out for a drink after work, but I might have had a little too much. The thing is... No way! I was prepared to be at the bottom of the rankings at first, but to be still 5th from the bottom after 3 months. I used to be the #1 salesperson. I thought I could excel here too, but the environment was much tougher than I had imagined.
Our company shares everyone's sales figures in the monthly meeting materials to foster a competitive spirit. It can be pretty tough on your mental health, right?
I was prepared for it, but seeing it in reality really hits hard. I knew I was joining a major company full of elites, but I never thought I'd be this buried. I was just a big fish in a small pond.
That's not true. I have so much to learn from you. I really mean it.
Yuika was desperately trying to cheer me up. She had been saying things like that to me regularly, so I knew she wasn't lying. By now, we had become quite close. She told me it felt more natural to speak casually since I was older, so I stopped using formal language with her. Thanks. Sorry for making you worry. I didn't want to show you my uncool side.
Don't. Please, don't apologize. I'm the one who invited you for a drink, and besides, it just shows how dedicated you are to your work. I think it's wonderful.
I told myself her flushed cheeks were from the alcohol and changed the subject to shake off the feeling that I might be misunderstanding. Oh, by the way, you always rank high, don't you, Yuika? You're 20th this time, 3 spots up from before. That's really amazing. The top members are usually the same people. Breaking into that group requires an incomparable amount of effort compared to climbing from the bottom, which shows just how hard she must have worked.
Sales is all about guts. Listen up. No whining allowed. If there's a need, you go through fire and water.
There's a need even in places like that?
That's right. Whether the client is old or young, a man or a woman, a time traveler or an alien, a salesperson goes out to make the sale.
You're traveling through time and space? Anyway, it's been 3 months since I joined, so I can't make any more excuses. Yuika's encouragement and seeing her progress had ignited my competitive spirit. I'm gonna claw my way up, no matter what. With my motivation fired up, I aggressively made calls and visits during the day. At night, I stayed later than anyone else to do paperwork. During my commute and before bed, I analyzed target demographics. My goal was to simply work harder than anyone else in the department. But on the weekend, after days of long hours, I was exhausted. Still, I didn't want to compromise, so I chugged a coffee and turned my gaze back to the screen. Okay, at least this paperwork for today.
Good evening, Yuki.
Good evening. You're still here, Yuika?
Yeah, I was just organizing some documents in another room. Is there some work you can't finish? I can help you.
It's okay, I'll be able to leave soon. Thanks for your concern. Man, I'm really feeling how difficult it is to get high sales figures here. Every day, I'm reminded of how incredible you are, Yuika.
No, not at all.
Why are you able to work so hard? Getting to 20th place couldn't have been easy, right?
I'm just really competitive. I didn't want to make excuses about being a woman for my low rank, so I worked hard.
She told me that when she first joined, someone told her, It's understandable because you're a woman, and that really frustrated her.
I know they were just trying to encourage me when my performance was improving, but I actually want to go even higher.
She's not satisfied even with her current rank, which is already amazing. Her unyielding competitive spirit and hunger, which weren't warped by this elite environment, are what allowed her to grow so much. The more I heard, the more I was amazed by her passion. At the same time, a question popped into my mind. A few days ago, someone from HR told me that you were the one who suggested headhunting me to our boss.
What? You found out? Oh, how embarrassing.
Yes, on my first day, the recruiter told me that this headhunting offer came to be because of your suggestion. At the time, I just assumed it was because we had a business connection, but the more I heard about her passion, the more I wondered. It's an honor to be recognized by someone as ambitious and accomplished as you, but why?
It's a given that I thought you had the potential to succeed at this company. But the truth is, when we worked on that deal before, I felt that your attitude towards work was the same as mine. So I thought if we worked at the same company, we could push each other to be better, and work would be even more fun. When they were considering it, others who had worked with you also welcomed the idea of headhunting you. I heard the HR department also contacted you based on your reputation in the industry as the immovable number one.
I see. Coming here, I've realized I can still grow a lot more. Thank you for suggesting they headhunt me. But now that we're in the same department, I won't lose. I'll catch up to you in no time.
Yes, I accept your challenge.
Around the time I was renewing my resolve and competing with Yuika, back at Urban Promote.
Hey, Kitaji. Wanna go somewhere next weekend?
Sorry. I've got something to do.
They were also spending their own time in their own ways. 3 years had passed in a flash since I changed jobs and started competing with Yuika. One day, the HR manager came to my desk. Manager, good afternoon. Is something wrong? Not at all. I'm honored if I was able to help. I'll continue to work hard. After our conversation, I nervously prepared for today's work and headed out.
Good afternoon, Yuki. You have a pitch for a new project today, right?
Yeah, I do. It directly affects my performance, so I need to be extra focused. I'm definitely going to win this contract, and I'm not going to lose to you.
All right. I have a pitch coming up soon too, so I won't lose either.
Encouraged by Yuika, I headed to the pitch with a renewed sense of purpose. Phew, just do what I always do and it'll be fine. Yuika cheered me on, so... I joined up with my team members, the creative lead and the planner, and we arrived at the office building where the pitch was being held. Pitches for new projects are high risk, high reward. If we win the contract, we get a great evaluation, but if we're rejected, all our preparation goes to waste. Just then, I was approached by a voice I didn't want to hear.
Well, if it isn't Yuki.
Ninose. Of all people, I ran into Ninose. I hadn't been told the names of the competing companies for this pitch. So this was the first I knew that Urban Promote was participating.
It's a shame you ran into me at a pitch after you finally managed to escape from me by changing jobs. I heard you switched jobs to broaden your career, but I'm sure that was just an excuse, right?
You'll see soon enough whether it's a lie or the truth. See you.
Oh, aren't you gonna ask about your beloved Kotoka?
The way you're bringing it up, I'm sure you two are getting along splendidly.
As if. Of course I dumped her. She fell for me just because I was a little nice to her. What a joke. It seems she didn't even realize I was only getting close to her to make you feel incompetent.
I figured as much. I have no lingering feelings for her, but even I have to frown at the way he treated her.
Now I'm the #1 salesperson at her company. On top of that, I was promoted to supervisor right after you left. So how about you?
I'm sure you are. As for me, I realized I was just a big fish in a small pond.
Suddenly so humble. It seems your experience of running away from me really got to you. Well, I'll be taking today's contract, so you can just sit there and bite your nails in frustration.
With that, Ninose returned to the conference room in high spirits. Shortly after, the pitch began.
He's working at Innovate Communications?
When I stood at the podium in the conference room and gave Ninose a look, his face turned bright red. He must have finally realized that I really did change jobs for career advancement. And so I began my presentation. Our team's well-coordinated and high-quality presentation raised attention among the other companies.
Thank you very much for your time today. We would like to propose a solution to your company's challenges.
Then, it was Urban Promote's turn. Ninose had no doubt that he would beat me in this pitch and win the contract. However, the client's reaction after he finished didn't seem promising, and he looked frustrated as he returned to his seat. Great job, the reaction was pretty good, right? I think we did well. After leaving the office, my team and I celebrated our promising performance. I was hoping to go home feeling accomplished, but...
Hey, I didn't hear anything about you being at Innovate Communications.
It was Ninose. He had come to vent his frustration from the pitch, completely forgetting his polite tone. I asked my other team members to go on ahead and decided to deal with him.
I became number 1. There's no way I could lose to you, who ran away with your tail between your legs.
You're still obsessed with rankings, I see. Well, it's true that for a salesperson, rankings are important, but...
That's just a sore loser's excuse. If you're so great, tell me what your current rank is.
I'm 13th.
13? Haha, you're way below me. You talk as if there's something more important than rankings. And I thought it was just a loser's excuse, but it really is. Listen, it's natural for a salesperson to always aim for the top. To say there's something more important just because you can't get first place anymore is just running away. Don't you dare lecture me just because you got a job at a big company.
Greed is important for a salesperson, so in a way, what he's saying isn't wrong, but... That's if you're comparing salespeople at the same level. When I first transferred, I was forced to realize I was just a big fish in a small pond. I mean, at first, I was closer to the bottom than the top. In other words, being number 1 in one place doesn't mean you have the same skill level everywhere else. It's a pretty obvious thing, really. So first, I properly accepted my own shortcomings and decided to just aim higher without worrying about my rank. If you're only satisfied with your rank, you'll never get any higher than that. Thanks to that, I was also able to get promoted to supervisor.
What?
Also, I don't know what you heard from our old boss, but I didn't run away. I was headhunted and changed jobs purely for career advancement.
What? Headhunted? I never got an offer like that.
Not every talented person gets headhunted, so there's some luck and timing involved. But I doubt anyone would want to recruit you as you are now. Not someone like you, who retaliates by stealing someone's girlfriend instead of improving yourself, and satisfies your ego by being number 1 at a small company. Becoming number 1 in sales is no easy feat. I'm sure you worked hard too, but if you get discouraged and resort to unfair methods, it all becomes meaningless. Is there any meaning in a number 1 spot you got just because someone else left? You should focus on what's truly important. Perhaps something I said struck a chord, because he just groaned and said nothing. Seeing that he was no longer arguing back, I decided to leave. 2 weeks later, I received notice that her pitch had been accepted.
That's amazing, Yuki. You're sure to be a top performer again this time.
Thanks, it's all because you encouraged me. As I was catching up with Yuika while we walked.
Yuki!
Kotoka? What are you doing here?
I came for a job interview. I'm so glad I got to see you at least.
You came for an interview? Were you skilled enough to pass the document screening?
I've been looking for you everywhere. A few months ago, I found out that Kitaji has a serious girlfriend outside of the company. He said she was only dating me to keep up appearances at work. He never had any feelings for me at all. So, I broke up with him and quit Urban Promote. Now, I'm job hunting.
That part is probably true. But from her reaction just now, it seems she didn't apply to this company just to get a job. How did you know I was here?
Well, your interview was posted on a job search website. When you're looking for a new job, you start with companies that have good benefits, right?
Come to think of it, I remember that my name and photo were visible on that website. I never thought I'd be found out from a place like that.
Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you no matter what. I'm sure you still have feelings for me, right?
After the way you broke up with me, you think I'd still have feelings for you? Besides, I've already met someone important who I can grow with.
Uh-huh. Wait, Yuki?
Yuika looked confused as I suddenly turned my gaze to her. But then, as if understanding the meaning behind my look, her cheeks flushed. For the past few years, I've been competing and growing with her. In that time, I've developed strong feelings for her.
And that was just a moment of confusion. And who is this woman? You used to love me so much.
A clear, sharp voice cut through our argument. I realized we were causing a scene inside the office and looked up to see the HR manager. I'm sorry, manager, to cause such a disturbance here. She was clearly furious. The manager's sharp gaze was fixed on Kotoka. I wondered what was going on.
No, this is,
So that's how Kotoka, who was clearly not skilled enough, managed to get an interview. By fabricating her achievements. The truth finally dawned on me, and the strange feeling I had made sense. I'm very sorry. It seems she wanted to talk to me, and used the job interview as an excuse. She probably thought if she got the job, great, and if not, she could at least use the interview as a pretext to find me. She was probably hoping to land a job at a good company, and get back at that spineless man who used and dumped her. I remembered how happy the HR manager was before my pitch, saying that someone with a great track record had applied. That must have included Kotoka, who had falsified her achievements. The disappointment upon learning her true nature must have been immense.
please. He moved, so I don't know his address, and I couldn't even see him outside the office because I didn't know his work schedule. If I miss this chance, I'll never get another one. Oh wait, we're not done talking. Stop it.
It was the first time I had ever seen the calm HR manager so angry, but Kotoka's selfishness certainly warranted it. And so, Kotoka was forcibly removed from the premises and banned. Now, as for what happened to them after that. First, Ninose was thoroughly chewed out by his boss after that pitch.
Damn it! It's not enough that he lectured me, but now this!
After our confrontation, I had, of course, reported Ninose's behavior. Since I left on good terms, my message got through easily, and Ninose received a severe reprimand within the company. He got fed up with it, and, unlike me, tried to prove he could be number one at another company. He actually quit and attempted to switch to a major corporation, but...
I'm not getting any offers.
His applications would pass the screening, but he was rejected at every single interview, so he gave up on major companies. He compromised and managed to get a job at a publicly traded company, only to find out it was a sweatshop.
Damn it, I'll definitely become number one.
His obsession with being number one might be admirable in a way. Now, to meet his ridiculously high quotas and become number one again. He sometimes even sleeps at the office just to keep up. As for Kotoka, the fact that she had falsified her achievements spread throughout the industry, and she was blacklisted. As a result, she was rejected at the document screening stage for any similar job.
Not this one. Not this one either. Why?
In the end, she couldn't find a new job or a new boyfriend. She spends her days regretting her decision to dump me for another man. By the way, I have already apologized to the HR manager for the argument in the office. I got off with a light warning. After that, Yuika and I continued to push each other, constantly trading places in the sales rankings. Yuika, I want to thank you again. I'm where I am today because you recommended me. Thank you so much.
Oh, what's this all of a sudden? When you thanked me so directly, it makes me feel guilty somehow.
Huh? What do you have to be guilty about?
Of course I recognized your skills and personality, but I was also attracted to you. I can't ever tell anyone that my feelings were mixed in with my recommendation.
I wonder if the day will ever come when I can hear those inner thoughts of hers. It's a feeling so strong, it would be a shame if she took it to her grave. Well, as for us competitors, around the time of that pitch, our relationship of just competing was no longer enough. I'd like to have fun with you sometimes, maybe go out on a date. What do you think? I love you.
Yuki! I love you too. Yes, of course.
Obsessing over being number one isn't a bad thing. But no matter how many times you win, it means nothing if there's no substance behind it. This time, I want to be a great boyfriend, not just a colleague. In fact, I want to be the number one boyfriend she's ever had.